This is SportsCenter.
Hey everyone, I'm Jesse Pollock, and the time is now for the Edmonton Oilers. If they're realistically going to make a run at this thing, it needs to start tonight in Florida. And of course, that means figuring out Sergei Bobrovsky, which is something that no one really has been able to do so far this postseason. The legend of Bob grew on Saturday night with his 32-save shutout in the Panthers' Game 1 win. Oilers head coach Chris Knoblauch tried everything, including pairing McDavid with Draisaitl in the third period. But Edmonton just could not solve Bob. And at this point, especially with the Stanley Cup under his belt, we're going to start talking about Bob in the Hall of Fame at this point. A two-time Vezina winner and a finalist again this year, he's 14th all-time in wins, and 10 of those goalies are in the Hall of Fame right now. So to bring it up again, does a cup win seal the deal for Bob? This guy certainly thinks so. Florida also did a tremendous job of holding the Oilers' power play in check in Game 1, keeping their unbelievably dangerous unit off the board. So you have to wonder what to expect tonight in Game 2. Edmonton is making a lineup change, with Cody Ceci a healthy scratch, and Vincent Darnay skating alongside Darnell Nurse in his place.
Vinny has played very well for us this year. Whether it's been through the playoffs or regular season, we have a lot of confidence in him. He can move the puck out. He's a big defender. We just need to, we've inserted some new bodies, new life into our lineup throughout the playoffs, and it's paid off. So we've got an excellent, capable person who hasn't been playing the last few games. We feel that he can help us.
We got great depth. We've got 16, 17 NHL forwards, and probably 8 NHL D-men. So there's going to be lineup changes. Chris has made, and the coaching staff have made some different decisions along the way, and everybody's done a great job of stepping in and contributing, and guys who have gone out have stayed ready and jumped back in and helped just the same. So we got great depth, and it's unfortunate that guys have to not play some games, but everybody's pulling on the rope here. Everybody understands where we're at, and yeah.
I thought we played a pretty good game, and obviously we can't win without scoring any goals, and I don't think we got to change much. I just think we got to stick to our game, and I believe that when we play our best 60, we can beat any team, and that's what we'll try to do tonight.
If you're still liking the Oilers, FanDuel is offering better than 3-1 odds on McDavid winning the Conn Smythe, which is pretty generous for the playoffs leading scorer. And how about Draisaitl at 17-1? Playoff Dry? Take those odds all day. Also, I'm going with the Oilers in Game 2. Over to the association, where the Mavs were unable to do what the Oilers will be trying to do tonight. And that, of course, is salvaging a split on the road. That was a really tough one for Dallas because Luka went off in Game 2 and he still managed to lose the game. Doncic was questionable to even suit up due to knee and ankle injuries that occurred in the first round, but he still managed to go for 32, 11, and 11, which was his 7th triple-double of the playoffs. But you know what? He's not going to win this thing on his own, folks. Kyrie Irving was invisible for the second straight game, and the cherry on top, he hasn't drained a 3-ball the entire series yet. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jason Tatum struggled from the field for Boston, but did his part to contribute in other ways, just barely missing his own triple-double. Tatum's poor shooting this series has opened the door for Jaylen Brown to capture Finals MVP, even if it's just slight odds. And Drew Holiday entered the chat with a clean game of his own on Sunday. Now, if you subscribe to the theory that a series doesn't start until a team loses at home, then you can still pick the Mavs to win the title with some pretty good odds. But do we really think Boston's going to let this slip away? You can catch Game 3 of the NBA Finals on Wednesday on TSN. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. The second ever PWHL Draft goes down tonight in Minnesota, with New York set to pick first overall. New York came in last place last season and won the PWHL's gold plan by winning the most games after they were officially eliminated. That one's a weird stat. They got rid of head coach Howie Draper and announced that they've hired Greg Fargo of Colgate University. Fargo has been named National Coach of the Year and led Colgate to 7 20-win seasons during his 12-year tenure with the school. But what's really interesting about this hire is how it's changed the way that people are looking at this draft. Princeton's Sarah Fillier has long been the favorite to go #1 overall, but Danielle Sardachny played under Fargo at Colgate, so naturally there's speculation that she might go first overall. Sardachny spent 5 years with Fargo and has the edge when it comes to international and NCAA points this year. It doesn't hurt either that she scored Canada's golden goal at the Women's Worlds in Utica. So while Fillier's overall body of work may be more impressive, Sardachny does have the edge when it comes to this season. Plus, her size might come in handy in a physical league like the PWHL. We'll find out when 167 eligible players gather for the draft in Minnesota.
He's the man today with the pressure on his shoulders, and Castellanos' bat explodes, and they're going to get the runner at home. They're going to get the double play to win the game. What an end!
Of course it's Castellanos. This guy's gone viral more times than Charlie D'Amelio. Time now for my favorite segment and yours, Why We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
That was from this weekend's MLB London series. And hey, the MLB pulled out all the stops for this one, including some pretty wild camera angles for a pair of games between the Mets and Phillies. A chance for international fans to get a taste of baseball, and also an opportunity for the players to witness a different way of life.
I like to see how normal people live on the daily. That stuff is fun for me. So to be able to go through their markets and the way they get food and stuff, and I got to see kids come out, all of them dressed in their Hogwarts uniforms. Hey, private school kids wear ties here.
Of course, Castellanos. Guy can't stay away from the cameras. That's all we have for today. Marissa will be back tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.